Welcome to Sacred Meditation at the Fetzer Institute. My name is Sarah. Fetzer's mission is helping build the spiritual foundation for a more loving world. In our sacred practice today, we'll be immersing ourselves in liturgy. Liturgy at its core is work for the people and work by the people. Liturgy, through prayer and ritual, creates sacred spiritual space to deepen the relationship with self, others, the natural world, and with spirit. We'll be focusing on rest and joy. Our liturgy was created by poet and writer Cole Arthur Riley and is found in her book, Black Liturgies. We'll begin in prayer, then focus on our breath, and then move into a time of prayer and confession and forgiveness. Confession helps us to be fully honest about our humanity, to unburden ourselves to the Spirit. This time of confession is a gift. In our daily lives, there really isn't a practice or a space for confession, especially in a space that we don't have to fear being judged or having our words twisted or misconstrued. Then we move to forgiveness. Forgiveness is a gracious and a free gift that we can bestow on ourselves and that we receive freely from the Spirit. From this place of forgiveness, we are freed to act, to offer the apology we need to make, to do the necessary and important work of repair. We no longer need to be imprisoned with self-loathing, guilt, and shame. We transition into a time of contemplation. During this time, you may want to journal or draw, and we'll end in a final blessing. You're invited to get into a comfortable position. If you're sitting in a chair, keep your feet planted firmly on the ground. Maybe uncross your legs. Be relaxed in your body and alert in your mind and your heart. We'll begin and end our practice with 3 chimes and a time of silence. God of levity, grant us a rest that permeates our waking hours. Mark our days with recreation and the playfulness of our youth. Restore to us the energy for mischief and creativity and competition that we've lost as we've gotten older. Put people in our lives who inspire us to play. Game nights, karaoke, gardening, and film. We want more than the binary of work and sleep. We want to delight in the in-between, those moments of interior rest that can happen when we're away. Show us what forms of entertainment and what hobbies lead us into peace. Protect us from the lie that if we are awake, we should be working. Remind us that a light heart is not a heart that lacks depth, that our play does not negate our grief. Let us rest in a way that we need to today. Amen. As we focus on our breath, we are reminded that the Spirit is present, that we can rest. Inhale, I deserve more than exhaustion. Exhale, I return to myself. Inhale, I deserve more than exhaustion. Exhale, I return to myself. Inhale, may I rest. Exhale, that I might dream. Inhale, may I rest. Exhale, that I might dream. Inhale, I have given enough. Exhale, I choose rest. As we focus on our breath, feel your lungs expanding. Feel the breath passing through your nostrils. Settle into a comfortable, natural position and pattern of breathing. As we move to our time of confession, open your heart. God of night, we confess that we have chosen exhaustion over dreaming. We have been tricked and indoctrinated into systems of dehumanization that allow the most vulnerable to work far more than their bodies ever should. We have set up an economy that demands that we sacrifice ourselves at the altars of productivity and utility. It says that we won't survive without our overwork. We have traded our own peace, our communion with our own interior landscapes, for the frenzied noise of an exhausted world. Even as we sense our own desperation for rest, we have still demanded exhaustion from those in our midst, welcoming them into the same chains that bind us. Forgive us and have mercy on our weary souls, that you would locate the holy place, the divine lullaby that whispers within each of us. You have given enough, and you are worthy of rest. Amen. We accept and embody the forgiveness of self and the forgiveness that we receive from the sacred. Let your soul receive this rest and forgiveness. The same God who makes the death of a tree burst forth with color can draw us into wonder, even in the midst of tragedy. May the divine have mercy on our inattention, that we could grieve what should not have been and delight in all that survives us. Amen. You're invited into a time to reflect and to contemplate. You may want to pull out your journal or colored pencils to draw. What is your relationship to rest in this season of life? What are your rituals or spiritual practices of rest? What dreams of rest are being stirred within you? As we end our time together, you're invited to receive this benediction, a blessing for you for today. Go in courage to lie down in sacred defiance of a world that would rather own your body than protect it. May you say no. May you say, I am leaving. I am not saving this. May your boundaries never be predicated on apology. In a time of frenzied activity, may you choose stillness and this breath and this silence and this sleep that you might dream. Amen. Thank you for joining Sacred Meditation with the Fetzer Institute. Go in peace.